Mob Psycho, the final season. By the way, this is in English. It's how I originally watched the show. So if they're gonna update the English dub the same as the sub, then of course I'm gonna stick with this. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god. Alright.
Career path, sir.
What? You still haven't managed to get that thing filled out yet? I don't have any idea what to put.
So in the final season they're
I said I was gonna be
graduating.
a plain old office worker.
Okay.
I'm a first year, so I've got time to weigh my options.
Takane's applying to Yuzu Pepper High, one of the top 3 schools in our prefecture. Gotta have pretty good grades if you want to get in there.
They're going to high school.
Far different league than us mere mortals.
Subomi. Good for her.
He sounds a little different.
It's affiliated with a British high school, which means the chance to study abroad.
Whoa.
Studying abroad, huh? That sounds fun.
Reagan!
You know exactly where you're gonna end up in the future.
Yeah, his English voice is iconic.
Where do you think? Right here, of course. It's your true calling, you know.
Wow.
But this is only a part-time job. Sure.
Still thinking about keeping him around? With Reagan's background story, you'd think he'd move on from this as well, since he just started it just because.
What middle schooler would do that?
Then why did you end up doing it?
At a certain point, I came to the realization that I possessed these unique and quite extraordinary powers. So it was a perfectly timed opportunity to embark on a new challenge.
You only moved on to this career after mastering your first one.
Yeah, he sounds different. That might be a new voice actor.
It's true.
Hello, Shigeo. It's good to see you.
Our client should be here any minute. You keep your eyes peeled and watch how I handle this client, and you might actually learn a thing or two.
Right.
Handle also means scam. Unless he gives them a good massage, then I guess it's worth it.
I came upon this at an antique shop during my travels, but ever since then I've had nothing but bad luck.
Do you mind if I ask how much you paid for this?
It cost 80,000 yen.
Oh boy.
He got
After
waxed.
checking it out, I could assure you that there's
Master?
no... Yes, what is it, Mob?
There's a lot of bad energy.
Okay.
If we leave it alone, it could become dangerous.
Upon reflection, let's exorcise it. Serizawa, what do you think?
That thing's obviously cursed in some form or another.
Oh.
What would have happened if I'd somehow failed to notice the curse? Did you consider that? This was simply a test to find out if you were
Wow.
perceptive enough to pick up on my mistake. I'll give you a second chance to prove yourself. You perform the exorcism. Yes, sir. I did it.
Cool.
Nicely done, Serizawa. It looks as though you've redeemed yourself.
Is it still there?
The
Oh.
blast did that.
I gotta go fill out some credit applications. Hold it.
What if he just buys another one? Since it's only 500
Just
yen.
leave everything to me. Price grade, big bang!
This is one of Reigen's special moves. In this moment, Serizawa realized how big the world truly was.
Is something
It
the
works.
matter, Shige?
I still haven't decided what I want to do for high school, let alone after.
It might be a good idea to think of a job that's well suited to the abilities you already
He's right
have.
behind
For example,
Tsubomi.
let's see. A magician, maybe?
You know, it really doesn't matter.
Temple.
What you write down at this point. Put whatever you want, and if your career path changes down the line, then so be it.
Have you considered your future, Dimple?
Hang on a sec. Now that I think about it, didn't I?
Have a goal.
I did. Almost forgot about that. Well, after I graduate high school, I guess I'll end up helping out
Wow.
at the family farm.
They did better than him.
Track and field
Okay.
recommendation. My parents are dead set on me becoming a civil servant, but with my
Whoa.
grades, I'm a-
He was number 2.
Weren't you gonna be a manga artist? Coda, what the hell are you trying to do to me, man?
I admit my suspicions were already firmly established, but that look you've got on your face is all the confirmation I need. Everyone thinks that it was a terrorist attack that coincided with a natural disaster. But I knew what was really going on was nothing less than a battle for the fate of
Oh
the
my
world.
god. This
We
was so
fought an evil
cool.
organization and were able to defeat them.
That's how he looks to her.
I was thinking about my career path.
Give me a break! Just look at that monstrosity! Some people have started calling it a divine tree, even going so far as to worship it.
That's
Feel
how it
yourself.
happens. She really wants him to
Does
lead a
this have
cult.
to do with that other thing you were talking about?
The Psycho Helmet religion. I never imagined I'd have a divine being among my classmates. This might be the biggest thing that's happened in my entire life.
Have you thought about your plans for the future, Misato?
Huh? Guess I could be a photographer
Not too
or
bad.
maybe a journalist.
I'll bet you're going to encounter plenty of much bigger things over the course of your life. That's
So
for
who was
sure.
number 1? Mob?
I don't know. This one's pretty big.
Things can be big in other ways. In my case, there was joining the Body Improvement Club. It's all about how you look at things. I mean, that's just a broccoli, isn't it?
I see. Just Exactly. What about your future plans, Mob?
I don't have any yet.
Here I was afraid you'd gain enlightenment from being so unpopular.
Mob will be alright.
Even as we speak, I'm being possessed by an evil spirit. Brought in many psychics who have attempted to exorcise it. So far, it's managed to evade all their best efforts.
Wow.
It's clear to me. There's something worrisome here.
I knew it. I had a good feeling about you and
Absolutely.
My shoulders feel heavy all the time. And I have sleep paralysis. Fired from my part-time job over completely false allegations that I grabbed a female co-worker's ass. Okay, maybe our hands accidentally touched from time to time.
So is he blaming this on the spirit?
Spirit drove my girlfriend
Or is
away.
this really happening?
I had a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, but she did a total 180 out of nowhere as soon as she found out I was broke. As if she was possessed too. She said I was her type, so what other explanation could there be?
Poor
I'm
guy.
losing a lot more hair than usual.
He's gotta get it together.
It's like someone or something's ripping them out of my head.
He just can't face the fact that he's getting older.
It's not garbage! It's my legacy! It functions as a protective barrier.
Right, barrier, gotcha. What's this photo?
Yeah, I got me too.
That's me back in the old days.
What if he looked really cool? Oh shit.
Even then, he was...
Bob.
I'm just gonna go grab some tools for the exorcism.
I don't know why he couldn't just meet at your
I was
place.
able to rid me of this evil spirit. Am I doomed to go on like this, one meaningless day after the next until I draw my final breath? Come to think of it, I wonder if my life isn't over already.
I know what you mean.
Dark.
I fell into my room and asking myself if that was all I could expect from the rest of my life.
If I can't even choose a career path for myself...
Wow, all three of
what
them.
kind of life do I have to look forward
Okay.
to?
I have nothing in my possession that I can truly call my own. If only I'd chosen the right path back when it all began. I guess a single mistake really can ruin your entire life.
Is that the garbage? Like the smell from it becoming its own demon?
Agonize over everything.
If there's one thing an evil spirit absolutely can't
Is it not affecting Reagan?
No. Wait a minute. That's the garbage house.
Yep.
Don't have to work so hard either.
Ah, it's messing with the, okay. Because I was wondering why Mob was talking like that. It messes with your psyche. All three of them were in there just depressed as hell. At first I thought they were the catalyst to it, but no. He's just gonna clean it. Clean the air.
Reagan's special moves.
Just what are the two of you up to in here?
How's everything going?
Why don't you take a look and see for yourself? Up there, an evil spirit directly above us.
He really was possessed by a spirit, and a big one at that.
I get the feeling it's the opposite.
That's his very own living wraith.
Well, either way, I don't dare use my own powers here for risk of harming innocent passersby. You're up.
Yeah, now clean his house while you're at it. Mob makes it look so damn easy. Ooh.
Who knew this place was so huge?
Hard to tell with trash all over the place.
I don't know how I can ever thank you.
Your roof seems to have taken a serious turn for the worse.
That's fine. My parents had the foresight to insure this house, so I don't have anything to worry about.
Insurance is a good thing to have. In
You gotta
case
get
you
your own
need
crib,
it.
dog.
And so is this. Hang on to it.
Oh. He's gonna get in there and procrastinate, huh?
That hit way too close to home.
Oh.
You won't make it in this business if you let the clients get to you like this. You're too young for a midlife crisis. If you're regretting the path your life has taken up to now, then be grateful you realized it so early. Right, Mob? Tell him.
Oh.
Actually, I'm feeling the same way he
Yeah,
is.
no, those are genuine feelings.
Seriously.
I don't think my life has taken a wrong turn at this point, but that doesn't mean it won't happen in the future. That possibility makes me terrified that I'm going to choose the wrong path.
So that's why he brought up the career path survey.
I think you'll be all right, Serizawa.
What is Mob
Because
gonna
when
do
you
when he
work
gets
here,
older?
You get to hear other people's stories and learn from them. As for me,
18%. That's about episode
decided
4.
you'd like to continue on to high school. If you're aiming for a public school, then you'll have to work on your math and geography scores. So be sure to study hard for your next test, Kageyama. If you settle on a goal for the future, you'll have a much easier time of it in the long run. But if you don't figure it out while you're in your teens, You may struggle later. I've realized I'd like to get out there and explore the world. I wish I'd worked that out before I got to be so old. If your performance in that marathon is anything to go on, you'll be fine.
Now that you mention it, sir, traveling sounds like a great idea.
I'm honestly a little bit concerned at how easily you're influenced.
I don't think my future lies at the Spirits and Such consultation office. I'm really comfortable working here, and I know I can talk to you about anything. I'm afraid for the rest of my life, my age will be the only part of me that ever changes. I'm grateful to you, Master, but I may have to move on someday.
Damn, he's hidden right here.
I know that, Mom. I was only kidding before. You remember what I told you about how I first got started here? Because the truth is, one day I got bored of my job. And on the spur of the moment, I decided I would open this office. I figured I'd last about a year, then get bored again and move on to something else. That was until... To make a long story short, here we still are. As it turns out, I'm right where I want to be, doing precisely what I want to do. Whether it's work or anything else, your guiding principle should always remain the same. Your life is your own. It's up to you to live it exactly the way you want.
Thanks.
He looks at Reagan so cool.
I really appreciate it.
Nice.
For right now, we still have work to do, you know? She's not coming back, is he?
Oh. Okay, yeah, that tree has to go. Broccoli tree. Oh, Dimple's gonna become the antagonist, huh?
Well, what do you know? Guess my time has finally come.
Was just a guess, but since this is the last season, it seems like we'll finally see Dimple and Mob go separate ways. And Reagan, since he plans on no longer working for him. But to an extent, this episode was relatable. Mob just trying to figure out what he wants to do in life, and he brought up a lot of examples of what could possibly happen in the future, and he's weary of it. So this final season is just him figuring out what he wants to do. It is episodes like these that builds the foundation for such a good story. That is Mob Psycho. So I'm excited to see what he ends up choosing as a career path. Now on the other hand, it looks like Dimple is planning something. Probably has something to do with that tree. I don't know if it has a ton of magic in it that he can absorb, but if I were to really make a guess, since in the beginning he recalled his original goals and having a cult and wanting to rule the world basically, maybe he's going back to that plan because the broccoli looking tree has already attracted worshippers in masses. All he has to do is put a face behind it. So does he end up probably ruling the world? And does Mob stop him? Those are my two questions, and also of course Mob's career path, which I feel like we'll find out by the very end since this is the last season. 3 seasons feels like a good number, especially for something like this. No episode felt dragged out or like it didn't belong. Not exactly a hype episode, but I did enjoy it. This is something I normally wouldn't react to, but because I have an idea of what comes next in the future episodes, I have to make sure to record everything. So there you go.